Alright, hello everybody, it is Granorite. Surprise! Second episode today. We're going to get through the beginning part of this playthrough, so that maybe we could do two of them tomorrow, depending on how long the other leveling takes. Anyways, we have our next team, our Rock-type team, 3 out of 4, which is going to be Rhyhorn, Corsola, Tyranitar, Solrock, and Credilli. So let's take a look at these Pokemon, read some Pokemon biologies, and get a moving. Rhyhorn has Rock Head as its ability. Has pretty high attack and defense, knows Horn Attack at level 5. What do we know about Rhyhorn? Rhyhorn is a slow leveling rate Pokemon. Rhyhorn is a rhinoceros-like Pokemon with a body covered in gray rocky plates. Its underside and rear are smooth, and it has 4 short legs with 2 claws on each foot. It has a triangular head with narrow red eyes, 2 fangs protruding from its upper jaw, small triangular openings on the upper sides, and a short horn on the tip of its snout. A female will have a shorter horn than a male. A spiked ridge runs along its back in addition to its rocky hide. Its bones are 1,000 times harder than human bones. Rhyhorn's brain is very small, giving it a one-track mind. When it runs, it forgets why it started and continues until it falls asleep. However, it may recall the reason for demolishing something. Due to its short legs, it is inept at turning and can only run in straight lines. It does not care if obstacles get in the way, merely smashing through them or sending them flying, although it may feel pain the day after a collision. This personality is how Rhyhorn expands its territory. Rhyhorn is powerful enough to shatter skyscrapers or mountains instantly after charging forward with head tackles. Rhyhorn lives in rough terrain. A Rhyhorn's territory expands to 6 miles. And I just want to check something here on my Pokemon team for Rhyhorn. We don't have it currently learning any moves that's going to take advantage of Rockhead, which I think is fine. Our Gen 3 Pokedex information for Rhyhorn. Ruby says Rhyhorn runs in a straight line, smashing everything in its path. It is not bothered even if it rushes headlong into a block of steel. This Pokemon may feel some pain from the collision the next day, however. Sapphire says Rhyhorn's brain is very small. It is so dense, while on a run it forgets why it started running in the first place. It apparently remembers something if it demolishes a building. And Emerald says once it starts running... Let's check here. We don't even learn any moves that cause kickback. Double Edge isn't even a TM, so we can't even take advantage of it anyways. Emerald's Pokedex says once it starts running, it doesn't stop. Its tiny brain makes it so stupid that it can't remember why it started running in the first place. Fire Red says strong but not too bright. This Pokemon can shatter even a skyscraper with its charging tackles. And Leaf Green says its massive bones are 1,000 times harder than human bones. Its tackle can knock a semi-trailer flying. Next we have Corsola. Has Hustle for its ability, so it trades accuracy for power. So its moves deal more damage, but it's less accurate, which is okay. Currently knows Tackle, has higher defenses than offensive stats anyways. What do we know about Corsola? Corsola is a fast leveling rate Pokemon. Corsola is a small pink roundish anthozoan Pokemon with branch-like growths on its back, which are similar to Coral. There is a smaller blunt horn on its forehead, and it has black oval eyes. It has a light blue underside, which speckles towards the sky. Its 4 legs and 2 arms are blunt and stubby. Smaller Pokemon like Horsea and Luvdisc are sometimes sheltered by Corsola's branches, and even offer it protection from foes. Corsola's horn is a prized material, commonly used for jewelry and carving, as seen in Pokemon the Series episode of Corsola Caper. Some people keep Corsola branches as charms to promote safe childbirth. Corsola's branches glitter very beautifully in 7 colors when they catch the sunlight. If any branch breaks off, this Pokemon grows it back in just one night. Found in warm, shallow waters of the southern seas, Corsola requires clean water to live. If its habitat is dirty, the growths on its back become discolored and degenerate. However, when it is healthy, its growths regularly shed and grow back. Its ability to regrow them over the course of a single night It forms large social groups. Occasionally, these groups get so large that people may live atop them, as is the case in Pacific Logtag. In the Alola region, Miriani and Toxapex are natural predators of Corsola, preying on its branches. If pursued by them, Corsola will sometimes snap off its own branches as a diversion. Conversely, Marini and Toxapex do not prey on Corsola in the Galar region, having not developed a taste for its branches. And our Gen 3 Pokedex information for Corsola. Ruby says Corsola's branches glitter very beautifully in 7 colors when they catch sunlight. If any branch breaks off, this Pokemon grows it back in just one night. Sapphire says clusters of Corsola congregate in warm seas where they serve as ideal hiding places for smaller Pokemon. When the water temperature falls, this Pokemon migrates to the southern seas. Emerald says Corsola live in warm southern seas. If the sea becomes polluted, the beautiful coral stalks become discolored and crumple away in tatters. Fire Red says it is South Sea Nation. The people live in communities that are built on top of these Pokemon. And Leaf Green says it continuously sheds and grows. The tip of its head is prized as a treasure for its beauty. Next we have Larvitar. Currently has Guts for its ability, so if it has a status effect, its attack is increased, has high attack and defense, currently knows Bite. Another slow leveling rate Pokemon. Larvitar is a small green reptilian Pokemon with rocky skin. It has a blunt spike on top of its head, a short rounded snout, and triangular black markings below and on the upper corners of its red eyes. Red scales cover its diamond-shaped belly, and there are several small diamond-shaped holes in its body. Its short arms lack fingers, while its feet have a single toenail each. It has a tail with a conical center, surrounded by a ring of plate-like scales, causing it to resemble a tunnel-boring machine. Larvitar is born deep underground, far from its parent. It emerges to the surface and grows by consuming soil. It will enter its pupal stage upon eating an entire mountain's worth of earth. This pupal stage is an evolution called Pupitar. Larvitar usually lives in mountains, hills, and caves. It adapts poorly to bright lights. As mentioned in Pokemon Sleep, it is possible to find a Larvitar holding a half-eaten clump of earth while it sleeps. It is believed this is due to Larvitar falling asleep after filling its belly. And our Gen 3 Pokedex information for Larvitar, Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald all say Larvitar is born deep underground. It comes up to the surface. To come up to the surface, this Pokemon must eat its way through the soil above. Until it does so, Larvitar cannot see its parent's face. Emerald says Larvitar is born deep underground. It must eat its way through the soil above and reach the surface for it to see its parent's face. Fire Red says it is born deep underground. It can't emerge until it has entirely consumed the soil around it. And Leaf Green says it feeds on soil after it has eaten a large mountain. It will fall asleep so it can grow. Alright, and then next we have a Solrock, which has Levitate for its ability, not hit by ground attacks. Pretty good stats, being that it's a single evolution, knows Tackle and Harden right now. A fast leveling rate Pokemon, Solrock is a primarily orange and spherical Pokemon. It has 8 yellow rocky spines extending from the sides of its body, and multiple small yellow stony bumps running vertically along its center. On its back are dual rocky mountains situated to the side of the midline. Its large eyes consist of thick semicircular yellow eyelids through which black sclera and red pupils can be seen. A black ring with 6 extensions surrounds each eye. Solrock lies on solar energy, which it absorbs in groups during daylight. While it is always expressionless, it is able to sense the emotions and thoughts of others. It spins its body to produce intense heat and a blinding light. It is able to stay silent while floating in the air and can be found in caves. It is believed Solrock originated from space, specifically the sun. And our Gen 3 Pokedex information for Solrock, Ruby says Solrock is a new species of Pokemon that is said to have fallen from space. It floats in air and moves silently. In battle, this Pokemon releases intensely bright light. Sapphire's Pokedex says, sunlight is the source of Solrock's power. It is said to possess the ability to read the emotions of others. This Pokemon gives off intense heat while rotating its body. Emerald says, solar energy is the source of this Pokemon's power. On sunny days, groups of Solrock line up facing the sun and absorb its light. And Fire Red and Leaf Green says it absorbs solar energy during the day. Always expressionless, it can sense what its foe is thinking. And last but not least, we have Lileep, which has suction cups for its ability, firmly anchors its body to the ground. It has good defensive stats, of course, and knows Astonish at level 5. An erratic leveling rate Pokemon, which means it's slow, really up to level 20, and then it kind of speeds up. Lileep is a plant-like Pokemon based on a crinoid with 8 dark-tipped, pink petal-like tentacles protruding from an opening on top of its head. Inside the pitch-black opening are 2 glowing yellow eyes. The remainder of its head is purple with yellow eye spots resembling targets. The head is connected to the body through a yellow stem. The body itself is purple and semi-spherical. 4 stubby roots anchor this Pokemon firmly to the rocks of its home on the sea floor. In ancient times, it lived in warm seas. It waves its tentacles around to disguise itself as seaweed to attract prey, which is swallowed whole after being entangled. It has a tendency to cling to rocks on the seabed to anchor itself during hunting. Lileep has been extinct for 100 million years, but specimens can be revolved from root fossils. And our Gen 3 Pokedex information for Lileep. Ruby says Lileep became extinct approximately 100 million years ago. This ancient Pokemon attaches itself to the rock on the seafloor and catches approaching prey using tentacles shaped like flower petals. Sapphire says Lileep is an ancient Pokemon that was regenerated from a fossil. It remains permanently anchored to a rock. From its mobile perch, this Pokemon intently scans for prey with its 2 eyes. Emerald says it disguises itself as seaweed by making its tentacles sway. Unsuspecting prey that comes too close are swallowed whole. It became extinct 100 million years ago. And Fire Red and Leaf Green says it became extinct roughly 100 million years ago. It was regenerated from a fossil using advanced techniques. That's right, Crescendomon, it's seaweed. How are you doing? Surprise, surprise, we're back. Alright, we're going to get this team up to level 7 and go beat up on some trainers. So Rhyhorn wants attack and defense, so we want Poochyenas and Seedots, which we probably won't run into here. How advanced are those techniques? I don't know, that's a good question. I'm not a Pokemon scientist, I'm a real-life scientist. I haven't used their techniques. Where are them Poochyenas? It's probably a good thing that we don't. It's probably a good thing that we don't have those resurrection abilities in real life because Jurassic Park would have happened. Yes, Rhyhorn wants attack. I'm sorry, we're not going to have a thunderbolting or surfing Rhydon, which we could do. Yeah, I had the time. So, being that this first episode is kind of just, a slog of getting the Pokemon up to level 7 and then the quick walk up to Rustboro, I figured we could get it done. Rhydon just randomly knows all the special moves. That's right. It does. Just like Aggron. Poochyenna, Poochyenna. Lots of Ralts. I bet whenever we get to Solrock, we're not going to run into a single one. Come on. There's 2 in a row. So what do you think about this team, Krishinabon? I know you said earlier you thought it was a good team. What issues do you foresee with it? Come on. Water is the big issue for most of the team. Yes, but we do have 2 Pokemon on this team that take neutral damage from water attacks. 2 Pokemon. But you won't get Big Boy until the very end of the game. That's right. We will not have Tyranitar until we take on the Elite Four and Steven. Special attack and speed here for Solrock, so hopefully we find some more of those Ralts that we ran into all the time with Rhyhorn. But knowing my luck, we probably won't. We don't get, like, a lot of the evolutions in this game until we are well through it. Like, I say a lot, most. The only evolution we get, like, halfway through the game is Larvitar and a Pupitar. Everything else, it's going to be, like, Tate and Liza or later. Not having final forms until the end could hurt them, as they won't be their best stats for gym leaders. That's right. That is right. And when you're right, you're right. And you know what? You're right. Where's all the Ralts now? We ran into like 12 Ralts when we had Rhyhorn up front. Now the game's like, oh, those long statistics. You know, that got all of those 4% chance done, and now they're just gone. Because I said something. Yeah, it is. You're just checking stats for these guys. Ooh, Ralts! We found one. Solrock learns Confusion at level 7. That's pretty nice. Lileep wants HP and special defense. Corsola woke up late, so we got left with no stats. So I think I have a idea for Corsola's moveset and using it against water Pokemon. Yeah, its best base stats are the 85 defense and special defense. But I think we're going to train it defensively with defense and special defense, and then we're going to teach it Mirror Coat. For all of those water Pokemon. That was the worst base speed on. That's why we're not trading it for speed. You hit the nail right on the head. Why won't these Pokemon let my Lileep run away? Oh my gosh. I didn't even fight one thing since I last went and healed. Not a fast little coral Pokemon. Yeah, the one thing this team is definitely lacking is speed. We're going to see if we can get our Tyranitar leveled up with some speed. Solrock is the fastest on the team at base 70. I thought Tyranitar had base like 80. Maybe not. Oh, base 61? Okay. Well, we are trading Solrock for speed as well, but we also want Tyranitar to try to get some speed. So we're going to try to get some speed on Tyranitar. We're going to see how that goes. Knock him down, Lileep. I think Lileep is going to be our thing that's really going to slow us down on the late game, especially leveling-wise. Once it gets up there, we'll be fine. Oh, I want to fight this. Almost ran away from it. That's the experience we need. Lotads. Wormples. Alright, we're on the struggle bus now. Which actually does a lot of damage for us. Struggle is like typeless, isn't it? Hooray! Larvitar is next. So we're going to go for speed and attack on Larvitar. So we're going to try to just chomp down on some Poochyinnas here. Here come all the Wurmples and Lotads now. Oh, I don't want this. 6 weaknesses and 6 resistances, yes. It's all about how it's trained. Don't worry about the weaknesses and such. We're going to have the fastest Tyranitar in the West. Yeah, Rhyhorn also does have 6 weaknesses. Don't worry, we're going to get past all of that. I have the 5th. It is a team of 5, too. We do have a lot of coverage. I think the other rock team is going to have a little bit more trouble just because it's got 4 Pokemon on it. This season hunter, you better knock us out since you'll go first, because if you don't, then we'll take you down. That seems about right. We may not hit first, but we'll finish the fight. Come on. No. 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 Yes. Corsola is a fast leveling rate Pokemon, so it should go pretty quick as long as we run into what we want, which is Lotads and Seedots. Where are them Lotads at? Lotads. Game threw them all out against Larvitar. Of course it did. Back off, Zigzagoon. Low tats. And we learned Harden. We learned Bubble pretty quick with Corsola, which is very nice. That'll be what we use to get past Roxanne for sure. Come on. There we go. Alright, let's go. Dum-dum-dum-dum. We have attack in the first one. We're gonna let Rhyhorn take on this Poochyena. I mean, gym leader wise, I don't know. I don't think we really run into a gym leader challenge until we get to Tate and Liza. Feeling pretty confident until then. Then it's just trouble all the way out for the rest of the game. Tate and Liza, Juan, Glacia, Drake, Wallace, and Steven. Yeah, pretty much. I think we'll be fine against Norman as long as we can avoid Slacking's counter, which as long as we just aren't hitting it on the turns that it's going, we'll be fine. And then what, if Fate attacks us? Juan will be tough too, since it's water, so 2 of your Pokemon will be completely useless in that fight. Yes. Pupitar and Rhydon will be completely useless in that fight. And actually, and Solrock is going to be weak against it as well. Really, 3 of our Pokemon are going to be useless in that fight. But mainly Pupitar and Rhydon. But that'll be okay. We'll get past it. Like I said, Corsola Mirror Coat. Corsola Mirror Coat. So let's go over all the movesets. Let's go over all the movesets. Y'all ready for this? Solrock isn't 4 times weak like Rhydon and Pupitar. You are correct. You are correct. Alright, let's start off with the Larvitar against this next trainer. Alright, so movesets. Here's what we got for Rhydon. Keep in mind, one of these moves we will only have for the Steven fight. But we're going to have Rock Blast, Earthquake, Brick Break, and Mega Horn on Rhydon. I mean, we will not learn Mega Horn until right before the Steven fight. So we'll have something else in place of that until then. Not sure what yet. Corsola is going to have Ancient Power, Calm Mind, Surf, and Mirror Coat. That's the other thing. Corsola can learn Calm Mind. I don't know why, but it can. So we're going to teach it. Yeah, good physical moves for Rhydon. Tyranitar has got Rock Slide, Earthquake, Crunch, and Return. That's what we're looking for that, for Tyranitar. And Solrock has got Rock Slide, Cosmic Power, Psychic, and Flamethrower. And then Credilli's got Ancient Power, Giga Drain, Ingrain, and Amnesia. Rhydon can learn Surf, so what's your point about Corsola learning Calm Mind? You're right. I'm sorry. Maybe it's just because, it gets calm being in the surf. Good flinch. Rhydon goes down to a Bubble Beam from Krabby, but it can ferry people across the ocean. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, we should only take 1 damage from the absorbs even, because Lileep has just got such defensive stats. But the Effect Spore is what's going to get us. Come on. I know this. We've seen surfing Rhydons in the anime, and they're absolutely ridiculous. But at least I'm not like Steven, and I don't teach Thunderbolt and Solar Beam to my Aggron. Like that this team has all 3 Pokemon generations represented. Yeah, it's pretty nice. 1 Gen 1, 2 Gen 2, 2 Gen 3s. Let's throw Solrock up for this fight. Confusion. C-Dot here. We're gonna let Lileep get in on this C-Dot fight. We're also gonna throw up Corsola here. Alright, we'll Harden if it's gonna store energy. Get out of here. Our next one, what, has 2 first gens? 2 Gen 3s? Rock type is still a very underrepresented type in this gen, as it barely has any moves for its type. Rock Blast. Rock Blast is like the only new rock move. Ancient Power. Everybody and their mother learns Ancient Power in this generation. There's only a total of 7 rock moves. Rock Blast, Rock Blow, Rock Blast, Rock Throw, Rock Tomb, Rollout, Rock Slide, Ancient Power, and Sandstorm? got them all! Yay! Look at me. Alright, let's let Larvitar take on the Rich Kid Zigzagoon. Gen 4 adds 6 more Rock-type moves. Oh, I don't know those ones off the top of my head. Still Gen 3 focus-minded. Not even thinking about Gen 4. Very nice. I'm pretty sure one of them is Stone Edge. Oh, and then there's, what's the one? Stealth Rock. That's all I can think of off the top of my head. Probably some special based rock attacks. Rock Polish, is that a rock move in Gen 4? But at least the moves are better than Gen 1. That's true. It's Gen 4 move. Yeah, Rock Polish to make them rocks go fast. Is there a headbutt move that's rock type, like Head Smash or something like that? Head Smash. Okay, I got it. All right, that's 4 of them, so there's 2 left. I don't think they introduced Power Gem in Gen 4. I think that was a later move. Oh, I did get Power Gem. Okay. I remember Power Gem. I just didn't remember if it was a Gen 4 move. More Warbles. Oh, I disconnected from chat? Why? I disconnected from chat. Did you send anything after Power Gem? No idea why I disconnected from chat. Everything's totally fine on the stream stats. Said something awesome, but now you cannot say it now. So was Power Gem a Gen 4 move? Is Power Gem a Gen 4 move? It is a Gen 4 move. Okay. So what's the last one? I have no idea what the last one is. The last one is a signature move? A signature move. For one of the members of this team? Is it for Rhyhorn? I have no idea. Rock Launcher, Rock Hammer, Hammer Rock, Rock Wrecker. What? I've never ever used or seen that attack because I've never ever had a Rhyperior. What does Rock Wrecker do? It's Hyper Beam for rocks, so you get exhausted for a turn after you use it? That's dumb. Why would I want to use that? Does it have 300 attack stat? I mean, why do I want to use Hyper Beam? It's only got 150 attack stat. I can get 2 returns off for 220 power in the turn that I can get 1 Hyper Beam off. I guess it's just the fact that you could, if you could hit it with 1 hit and take it out and then switch out. It's all about that banking on that, oh, all the damage has got to be up front, and we need to take it out in a single hit, and then we swap out to avoid the detriments. Back off, Poochyena. That's its signature move for Rhyperior only in Gen 4, as in Gen 5. Oh, Dwebble and Crustle learn it in Gen 5? Interesting. Alright, let's get Corsola out. Bug. Bug. Oh, Bug does neutral damage. I forget that Rock is not resistant to Bug type, which is dumb. Well, that's right. Corsola can't hit anything because it's got Hustle for an ability for some reason. For all of that attack stat it has. Everyday Corsola's hustling. It sure is. Chomp. 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 Oh, come on. I mean, even though I knew that was going to happen. Get out of here. Oh, Larvitar already learned Sandstorm at 8. I forget that it learns it, like, super early. Which is actually, could be pretty nice for this team, and you know, all things considered. Oh, let's just Bullet Seed this thing. Does neutral damage. We have 17 special attack. Hustle's a bad ability. It sure is. Let's make the Pokemon stronger. But they can't hit anything. Because you know how good my Pokemon are with accuracy drops. Well, the poison is not good. But I shouldn't be surprised. Alright, double battle. Let's take down the Lowdad. See? Missed. Missed again. Hooray. Now we have to damage this thing with Lileep. But if we use Constrict, it'll do just a little bit. Of course, Lileep criticaled it, so it did a lot more than what we wanted. Just the way things go. Just the way things go. Eat the fish, Larvitar. It's good for you. It was omega fatty acids. Is this the sign of things to come for this team? Oh, I hope not. I really hope not. I don't know why you would jinx such a thing. We had jinx on the last team. No jinx things on this team. Hot. Well, not you. Alright, this is where we're going to end our episode for the day. We do hope you all enjoyed the episode. We will be back tomorrow with more Pokemon. Until then, we'll see you all next time. Yeah, take care, Crescendomon. No more surprise episodes today.